This is the disclaimer for the video you're about to watch, as well as all videos belonging to the Lynn Wick channel on all platforms on which we operate this channel. No part of this publication, which includes this YouTube video, may be reproduced, stored in a retrievable system, or transmitted in any form or by any means except as permitted by the United States Copyright Act without the prior express written consent of the broadcaster, Lynn Wick. While we use our best efforts to prepare content for this site, we make no representation or warranties with respect to the accuracy or completeness of the content of the videos, including any content, links, or resources shared by third parties. Furthermore, all parties specifically disclaim any express or implied warranties of merchantability or fitness for a particular purpose. The advice and strategies contained herein may not be suitable for your situation. No legal advice or financial advice is being given herein, as we are not attorneys or financial advisors. You should consult with a professional where appropriate. No liability or damages shall take place because of this content. Furthermore, your use of this site and watching these videos confirms your agreement that the state of Ohio law applies to all disputes relating to this site, videos, and venue. For all claims and disputes relating to this site and videos shall be in the state of Ohio.
Dear Heavenly Father, dear Lord Jesus Christ, we come before you today with hearts full of gratitude and souls overflowing with thanksgiving. In this quiet moment, we pause to recognize all the wonderful ways you have blessed our lives, shown us your perfect love, and wrapped us in your tender care. Lord Jesus, we thank you for being our faithful companion through every season of life. When the morning sun rises, we see your faithfulness renewed. When the stars shine at night, we feel your peaceful presence watching over us. You are with us in our joyful moments, and you hold us close during our difficult times. We are grateful, dear Jesus, for the gift of life itself. Every breath we take is a blessing from you. Every heartbeat reminds us of your sustaining power. You have fearfully and wonderfully made us, and we thank you for creating us in your image with purpose and meaning. Thank you, Lord, for the blessing of family and loved ones, for parents who have guided us, for children who bring us joy, for spouses who walk beside us, and for friends who encourage our hearts. You have placed special people in our lives to reflect your love, and we are deeply grateful for these precious relationships. We thank you for providing for our daily needs, Jesus, for food that nourishes our bodies, for clean water to drink, for shelter that protects us from the storms. You know exactly what we need before we even ask, and your provision never fails. Like the birds of the air and the lilies of the field, you care for us with perfect attention. Lord Jesus, we are thankful for your healing touch in our lives. When sickness tries to overwhelm us, you are our great physician. When our bodies are weak, you give us strength. When our hearts are broken, you bind up our wounds with your gentle love. Thank you for restoration, for recovery, and for the hope of perfect perfect healing in your presence. We praise you for the gift of forgiveness through your
question of the day. That if God took away everything from your life that you complained about, what is it that you would desperately want him to return? I mean, if he took away, you can have things and people in your life that are blessings. And people complain over their spouse, they complain over their children. But if he took them away, just think about that. If God took away everything that you complained about, your car, your house, your job, your salary, if he took away everything that you complained about, what is it that you would desperately ask him to return? See, that shows you stuff that you're thankful for that you may not even be aware of, and you're focusing on the aggravation. But just remember that blessings come with persecution. That's the scriptures. Blessings come with persecutions. When you have children, there are just challenges that inherently come with it because blessings come with persecutions. When you get married, I don't care how sweet, kind, and thoughtful that you are, because we are all fallen human beings. We are flawed human beings. You can never serve your spouse 100% of the time in ways where you will not offend them and hurt them. So you're going to have to, it's a part of life. I don't care how good you are. I don't care how many wonderful mentors that you've had. You're going to do some things that will hurt and offend your mate. And God wants us to learn humility and forgiveness and restoration through that process. He wants us to learn it. So they will aggravate you. It goes with life. Blessings come with persecutions. Blessings come with persecutions. So if you only focus on the aggravations and the persecutions, you'll start cursing your blessing.
God is going to make you do it a little bit different in this season. Not to repeat the same routines that you saw from the traditions that you were handed, but to evaluate them and say, does this line up with God? Does this line up with who he's calling me to be right now? And that means sometimes that the me that God is bringing into this season has to embrace certain limitations and say goodbye to certain things from the season before. The important thing is to keep stepping forward. And with every step, he makes you stronger. With every step, he shows you something. God is going to make you do it a little bit different in this season.
couldn't move, your hands are tied. You ever been in a position, there are different things that can tie your hand, not having enough money to do what you want to do and your hands are tied. And there are different things that will happen in life that will get you stuck. But God is faithful. Even during the times that we feel stuck. And if you'll just understand that God is faithful, even if you ever get stuck, that God will help you through that in an amazing way if you just trust Him. Have you ever felt stuck, cornered? I mean, where you just couldn't move, your hands are tied? You ever been in a position, there are different things that can tie your hand, not having enough money to do what you want to do and your hands are tied. And there are different things that will happen in life that will get you stuck. But God is faithful. Even during the times that we feel stuck.
Grand Rising, good morning, everybody. Hey, we've got topics today, and we are going to really do some digging here this morning. It may not be the usual that you're used to, but we're going to try to open your eyes, your heart, and your mind, because over the weekend, things seem to be getting a little strange. So, Miss Tops and I decided now, we need to discuss some things that are going on. And so this morning, it's going to be an information. It's going to be some truth. So that's why I'm up early this morning, because I programmed everything in late last night. And I did a lot of praying. And I did again this morning. I don't want you to get upset. I want you to think about what we're going to talk about. I don't want you saying, oh, that's not true. Dig. And that's all we're asking. Is if you want truth, be prepared for it. And I think you're seeing some now. But we're going to walk you through, and we're going to give you things to make you see the difference, or maybe not such a difference. So this morning, we are going to bring Tops on. But let's get started with our music. Just want to let you know, everyone, welcome to Information Center this morning. And we want to say happy birthday to Ghost this morning, because he celebrates his birthday. Happy birthday, Ghost.
There's a thunder rolling deep inside, like a river that won't be denied. When I call on the name of the Holy One, chains fall down and fear is gone. Tears may come in the dead of night, but I feel a blaze in the morning light. I got fire in my bones. Holy Ghost power won't leave me alone. Shouting loud, I've been made whole, saved by grace deep in my soul. Can't hold back, I've been reborn, dancing through every midnight storm. There's a song the angels know, born from ashes, now I glow. Broke the curse, I walk in truth. My soul ignites with living proof. No devil gonna steal my joy. I'm God's daughter, not a toy. I got fire in my bones. Holy Ghost power won't leave me alone. Shouting loud, I've been made whole, saved by grace deep in my soul. Can't hold back, I've been reborn, dancing through every midnight storm. Ooh, it's a holy heat, sanctified and spirit sweet. I'll burn right through trial and test. In His fire I find my rest. Ooh, it's a holy heat, sanctified and spirit sweet. I'll burn right through trial and test. In His fire I find my rest. I got fire in my bones. Holy Ghost power won't leave me alone. Shouting loud, I've been made whole, saved by grace deep in my soul. Can't hold back, I've been reborn, dancing through every midnight storm. Well, I hope you guys remembered that from the last time we were on, because you're going to need the encouragement for what we're about to show you. This is not just our truth. It is fact, fictional, and it is real. It's up to you whether or not you want to take it in or you want to believe the hopium that's always coming out. Let me bring Tops on this morning and let's say hello to her this morning. She is so wonderful to share her time with us. And there
I'm
she
coming
is.
up. So
Hi. Can you hear me? Tops, you there?
just can't hear.
Tops, I'm here. Tops, I'm here. Tops, can you hear me?
I can't hear.
Tops, can you hear me? I keep saying you can't hear.
No, I can't. Will you go out there and tell her I can't hear her?
Okay, unfortunately, she must be having difficulty listening.
All right, let's give her a minute. Maybe she can restart. You can't hear me? She can't hear me. Can you guys hear me? All right, maybe if she goes out and comes back in. Well, how was everybody weekend? Okay, let's try this again. Oops, she keeps disappearing. Can hear you both. Yeah, I can hear her. She can't hear me. Let's see. We'll wait a couple seconds on her. How was your guys' weekend? It was awesome? Yeah? Good. Great weekend. And yours? Yeah, we got things done. But we were working on what we're about to tell you because it took us a few days. So we are definitely looking at things more in depth than ever before. And we'll see. I don't know. Okay, your mic. Oops. All right, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
There you go. Hello and good morning.
Hey, it's too early. It's operator error.
You had your silence off, or me?
I did. It's just like, I sleep with, kind of with my phone, and the only thing I have on is my alarm. So, hey, whatever. And what wakes me up if I get a text message is when the light comes on, and I'm like, so anyways, good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday.
Is it Wednesday?
Yeah.
It is. It's Ghost's birthday today.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
I don't know if you're so happy, but all right.
Another day getting wiser.
Really? Tell him that. No, I love him. He's good. Well, I want to give you up to date if you didn't hear. I did tell them that they're going to hear some truth. They're going to hear things that we do know for a fact that we've read, but the fact that we read it doesn't necessarily mean it's true, because we know a lot of people are putting schmuck out there, but we did a deep dive on some things, and it wouldn't be true to you if we kept giving things out that are supposed to be happening. And of course,
Well,
go ahead.
as you know, you and I had did a lot of research over the weekend.
Yeah, I got one eye open.
And it frustrates me. It angers me, and it frustrates me. But if we don't start sharing the truth, this will keep going on and on and on and on.
I agree. I've always agreed. I always said I want the truth to come out, but everybody says no, it's not time. I don't
Well,
care. I'm not going by what they say anymore.
9 years is too long. 9 years is too long for current people. I've been in this since 2001. It is time to put this puppy to bed. I mean, it's time to make it happen. Anyways, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm already on.
I forgot what I was talking about.
I'm trying to get my first cup of coffee down to keep my attitude down,
You're okay. Hey, the frustration hit us both. I mean, everybody is spewing something, and, we fell right into the trap. And that's what I feel like we did. And I do solely apologize. But, I'm not here to give you hopium. I'm here to help you, to help us as a family. And I got really upset because things just weren't looking like they were going the right way. And of course, what happened last night? What happened? Tops? What turn of event did we have?
Which one? Because there was several.
All right. So let's see.
I'm like, you had the Northern Lights, you've got the weather conditions,
Nah.
you've got
Wait,
the stuff with Trump.
let's talk
You-
about the right thing here. Hold on. Let's go right back from the very beginning. I'm posting it.
Okay. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of things that happen. You're supposed to have the salaries moving. You're supposed to have the oil contracts going. You're
Okay.
supposed to have all
It's
this
up.
other stuff.
Okay. So it's up. Here's just one. So Joshua Reed verified. Okay, being verified now does not mean you're the person. That's new. Vietnamese drug traffickers. Okay, Trump just put Venezuela on notice. I used to do counter narcotics developments in the U.S. Navy. My first development was a VBSS team member. They were strict rules of force. We would take out their outboard engines at the most. This is a whole new game. Trump declared cartels terrorist organizations, brings a new level of rules of force. This was a message to Venezuela and the Central American cartels. Okay, where are we going?
Well, and here's the other thing. They did. They took out, I think, 11 of them or something like that last night. But here we are again, talking about war.
Right back into it.
Right back in. And then he's given permission to Israel to do what they needed to do. And so why are we still going in circles?
I mean, I'm going to keep showing you this so you guys understand.
However, now I am going to say this. In the past previous years, every time that they've ever exchanged currency, there has been some kind of conflict going on of some sort. That hasn't changed.
Okay, so this was last night. No, this was yesterday afternoon at 1:15 p.m. This is Whiplash. Breaking news. There are reports of unusual troops movement, and the U.S. military prepares for external shock or scenarios that the public has not been informed about. Tanks, troops, armed vehicles, and transport aircrafts are being moved into major U.S. cities. Some suspect this is related to preparations for natural disasters, cyber attacks, or possible civil unrest. What are they preparing for? Let us know your opinion or information in the comments below. Trump and supporters at war. The woke radical left and the MSM against MAGA and the Great Awakening. We are at war. Good versus evil. A must-see document to understand the MSM and desperate deception. Always do your own research and connect the dots. We have been telling you to do your own research, haven't we?
Yeah, we have been telling them. But you know what, though? And here's the other thing that I think frustrated me a lot over the weekend is I know for certain I would look things up in past previous years and go back to look up that same information with the same title and whatever, and the whole data in it has changed.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, now I know for a fact, I know I've got that downloaded somewhere, and if I can find it, I'm going to prove it, because this nonsense needs to stop.
You asked me a question last night.
Yep.
And I'm going to ask them the same question you asked me. Family, have you ever heard? I'm going to ask you a question. Have you ever seen anything in writing that we were going to do a global currency exchange and it was going to be private? Or you just been told? I was asked that question. Now I'm asking you. Have you ever seen anybody say it in the real Or you just was hearing about it?
What do we have proof that this is truly a legit process? What do we have in writing that what the process is? I've never seen anything. I've only gone by what my commanders and the people above me has informed me in. Has anybody else?
I saw some fake news on it, but that's all.
I mean,
And
I've
they
seen
didn't go into depth. They just brought it up.
I've seen stuff on the NESARA, GESARA,
Oh,
but
I have the
not,
paperwork for that.
yes, but not the exchange.
Guys, I told you Telegram years ago implanted things in your mind. And it became to be repeat, repeat, rinse, repeat. What is that, MK Ultra? Do you truly believe that there's going to be a global currency reset? Do you see the evidence? Every time we see where it should be, exactly where it should be going, according to the past years, and I mean, we're spot on, right on it. Yep. Now we're at war.
Again.
Kind of skipped a spot, didn't we? Right? Right, Tops?
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, just because you've got these podcasters, and I'm going to call Kim Clement, I'm going to call Bo Polony, Denise, Mark Z, I don't care who they are. But just because they've been saying that this is going to happen, show me the proof. Show me the proof.
That's
I
right,
mean,
Alyssa. Around and around we go. Yes.
I mean, how many years do we have to keep going into this cycle and people resharing the same information? Strange July, hypnotic November and December, and the fall will fall in the fall. And how many times are we going to have to go through watching destruction after destruction after destruction after destruction before something finally happens?
Right. So, wait a minute. I'm going to say this here. Wait a minute. Someone's making comments.
Yes, bankers have been talking about it, but they haven't been talking about the global, about all of the currency exchange, and they have talked about a few of them, like the IQD. But when you even ask them now, they still tell you.
Donald, you're right. Or who is that?
Yeah, you're right.
Well,
The wealth is stable.
the wealth of the wicked will be given to the righteous. Exactly. Also, he said off of one of his scrolls that he read,
Yep.
the great wealth transfer. He did say that, but he didn't say a global reset. He said the great wealth transfer is not at this time. Do you remember that?
Yep.
But he never said a global reset. He never said a lot of things that they're doing. So now they're off of the Bible. They went from doing the currency exchange to war. What happened there?
Well, and not just that. I mean, when you sit there and you think about it and you keep hearing the things that are going on, it's like they're going from one extreme to the other extreme, from one extreme to the other extreme. So where? I mean, this whole process should not be this. If this is truly from God, it should not be this difficult or this painful for us to be able to get the blessings. It shouldn't be.
from the very beginning in his second so-called campaign, didn't he say, I will benefit the people? I will prosper a system. Didn't he say that? And
He did.
where are
Where are we? You know, there was a question that asked, are you better off today than you were 4 years ago? And the answer is no, absolutely not. I am worse off today than I was 4 years ago. And how many other could testify that?
I do agree there's going to be a currency reset. I do believe that. Only because I see it in the making. But because we got so many actors, this movie is turning completely around again.
You know, I have seen several things that it may be 2026 or it may be 2027. And it, you know, maybe the true fact is we don't know. And until all these other podcasters stop their lying and stop with the nonsense that they're doing and coming out with the truth, and I mean literally coming out with the truth, we're going to be stuck here where we're at on this roller coaster ride.
Okay, here's what I'm saying. I have never said this, Larry, ever. Says Trump doesn't have $35 billion of IQD for nothing. Okay, number one, how can you confirm that? Because somebody said so? See, this is what I'm saying. If you can't confirm what somebody is saying, how do you know that it's actually the truth?
Exactly.
I mean, I say things. If you don't like it, go look it up. But most of the time I show you or I play a video for you. I give you ever the content that you need. Gas prices
and
are
with
still
your
terrible. Food
documentation.
prices are, yes, I do. And we're going to do it again today. Guys, make sure you understand just because somebody says something doesn't make it the truth. Or they show you a piece of paper that has been docketed, but it's not true. Remember, people like drama. I'm not a drama person, by no means. Tops, I'm going to show something here. Okay, let's go back. Tops and I was talking about, here I go again. I am so tired. Oh my gosh.
We've been talking so much, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I mean, we have to research everything, and that's the bottom line. So I'm trying to find where I have them.
But we had some great conversations, though. Don't get me wrong. And some
Yeah.
eye openers.
Oh my gosh, some things we found, we almost fell over. Where did it go? All right, so I want you guys to listen to this. This is back in 7/20/2021. I want you to listen.
th 2021. The latest video will be shown earlier at the official website restoredrepublic.co. July 20th, 2021 Newshound Guru Pimpy article. Al-Kazemi's advisor. There is no change in the dollar exchange rate, still talking about the rate change. Why? If you're saying this rate change is not going to happen this year, why do you continue to talk about it? That doesn't make no sense. If you're trying to tell us the rate change is supposed to stay the same for the next 3 to 5 years, then why are you talking about it? Obviously it's being talked about between the powers that be. And it's being talked about a lot, to the point that this guy has to keep coming out and saying that it is not happening. So we will see. July 20th, 2021 Intel Guru Mark Z. Via PDK. Do you think the RV will happen this month, Mark? I think it will happen this month, But I have been wrong before. July 20th, 2021 Newshound Guru Caparoni. There's no chance of a significant RV. Too much dinar in circulation. Only with the success of Iraq's economy can the dinar go up in value. Iraq has lots of work to do. Iraq has many laws to pass to create the conditions for investors to come in and rebuild the economy. July 19, 2021 Intel Guru Footforward article quote, Prime Minister at M.A. Kadimi, we are working to remove the name of Iraq from the list of countries accused of money laundering, after Iraq has fulfilled all its obligations, and we are looking for developing relations with Europe for what it can offer to Iraq in the field of reconstruction and investment.
Okay, before I say anything, this is not knocking Mark C. This is not knocking anybody. Do you see where we were in 2021? Are you hearing the same thing today? I can show you more.
And tell them where we found that at. Tell them.
Oh,
What website?
Nick Fleming on Rumble, on the GCR. Yeah. Why is Nick Fleming on the GCR? But yet it's not Nick Fleming. We know Nick Fleming supposedly passed away.
And you can go, was it the IMBD or whatever it is, for where they publish all the movie stuff, and every one of them are there too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess that's what kind of frustrated me. Are we still in the movie? When's the credits going to start rolling? You know, I tried my best to find any or every podcast that Nick Fleming did, just to go back to find out, to do some reference, just to see what he has said in the past, about the boulevard, about the currencies, about the process, about whatever. And I cannot find not one video.
No, they wiped him out like he never even existed. But I'm going to show you something on this one. Here, I'm going to post this one up. You don't have to go silent. All right, this one's coming up. It says Nick's Intel. Now, this was done on 8/3/22. Okay, so Nick was still here because he died supposedly in 23. So this is 8/3/2022. Expect the unexpected. 4 years ago. Well, this is not Nick talking. So let me go down here. So they're talking about the G4. We all know what that is. Let's get down here. Charlie Ward is right now running some deal for this three-letter word. Kim Gogan is putting out now that these two have something planned. Charlie is still saying that he's in charge of the RV. Oh my gosh. He's got Mark C, Judy, Simon, and Mel pictures on the wall and says they are under his wing. There's influences and there's influencers carrying information and the wrong message. Wow.
Yep.
That's what you have here.
Mm-hmm. It's amazing how some things haven't changed.
This isn't my words. But was everybody sleeping through all this? This was the word right here that my cursor's going over, that we were told never to say. Can you see it? I can't get any brighter. It's INTERPOL. This got somebody kicked out for a year and a half. I don't know where she went, but she's back. She doesn't use the word anymore. All right, so let's read this because this is concerning your currency. The three-letter has insured SKRs that they have traded on for years. Now listen The money from those trades has funded Black Ops. The SKRs. Is that why people can't find where everybody is that's got their SKRs? Now, the insurance company, Lloyd's of London, is being investigated by the one I can't say, can't trust the 3-letter and blank, 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 and now in charge of everything investigated about the RV. None of the money went back to the SKR holders. This is outright theft. The paperwork of the instrument, bonds, SKRs have now been lost, and charges have been brought against ADM Bob. He was, and I'm not going to tell you who he is, he was allowed to try and get money back. This 3-letter word guys are still denying their culpability here. The proof has been delivered. There will be an end to their, you know what. This was actually there for you to read. Did anybody read this? All right, so let's go down here. It says, Kim and Charlie know where the money earned from these platforms went. They were brought in by the 3-letter to do one job, discredit everyone else and make sure that they got the only group of people turned to for details. The 3-letter word is not an ally. They are not an advocate of we the people, the patriots. The 3-letter word has stated, there is no way Tier 4B will allow to participate in the RVGCR. They will not be a redemption. The 3-letter word doesn't want to give the money from the SKRs back. The word I'm not going to say, corral, this 3-letter word will have to wait and see. Nothing is happening this weekend. The only thing IMF wants to push through is their one world currency. BRICS is supporting this. Okay, so guys, this is not slander on anybody. This is just understanding what did we miss along the way.
That's it. That's it. What have we missed? And you know, now that we're all caught up in it, I am demanding. If we have been bamboozled, I'm demanding them to give me my money back with interest and suffering and everything else. Or
I am too.
They are going to go and do this and proceed with it as it's supposed to happen.
Mm-hmm. You know, Nick Fleming was one of the major role people that we used to listen to. And he was so correct on so many things. And then zap, it was gone. They kept playing with this.
That's because he was out there letting the truth out.
Yes, he was. So you have to go back to where you started from the very beginning. Where are all those people that were trying to tell you the truth? Oh, we lost her again. Guys, we're just trying to get information out here for you. This is totally, whether you want to believe it or you don't want to. Again, this is your own, what you feel, but we are putting it straight out there. I don't care what anybody thinks. I know what we're looking at. And we know they're all actors, each and every one of them. I watched them yesterday. I watched them last night. I watched them over the weekend. I watched them Friday. Each and every one of them. I don't care who stands in front of that podium, who is speaking. They're all actors. This is against the people 100%, period. We have been going through this for not just 10 years, but for years.
Years.
Why are they still attacking the people who are supporting them?
Think about it.
Have been supporting them. Are you getting a little tired of
and
it?
we're the one are being paid. We are the one being punished for it. Why? Why? Because we're awake and because we're aware of what's going on. We shouldn't be punished for that. If you want to wake people up, and I'm tired of hearing that, but we're trying to wake people up. If you want to wake them up, come out with the truth. Just spew it. Stop the comms. Stop everything you're doing and just be straightforward and tell them what's going on. We can't help nobody if the truth ain't being out there to put for us to help them.
You guys want a truth. We're bringing it out. But let me ask you something. Why did everybody move from YouTube to Rumble? Where is everybody from BitChute? You got only 2 or 3 over there. Why is everybody on Rumble? Ask yourself that. It's not because they're being censored.
No.
Why are they all in Rumble? I refuse to go to Rumble. This is where I stayed.
If we can't get the truth out on this channel where we're at, then something's wrong. Something is absolutely wrong.
People have a hard time believing the truth. We talked about this over the weekend. We talked about it last night. They are getting brainwashed over and over in different ways. And if they don't get away from that telegram where it all started, and all the old podcasters that are still around that are spewing out the same smut, it's going to continue.
It will continue. If they don't start bringing the truth out and start waking their own people up, then we're not going nowhere. And here's the thing. Are they doing it because that's how they're making their living? You know, or is this just a big old conspiracy that this is a way of creating jobs for people? I mean, what is this whole purpose, and what is it, all this madness for us to go through all of this heartache and pain and roller coaster rides and excitement, and then just to be let down for nothing to happen?
Eloise, what are we being groomed for?
Yeah, exactly.
We are the Truman Show. You know that, right? Even Trump mentioned back a few weeks ago, the Truman Show. Don't you think he was telling that we were the Truman Show? I questioned several people about that. So I went and watched the Truman Show. I didn't like it, but I watched it. You think it connects with it?
You know, it's time to roll this credits and let this show go off the air. Poke a fork in it. I'm done. And I don't care who's listening or who's watching. If they are, good. I hope they take this information to whomever it needs to, and it needs to stop. We need to start the truth to come out, and it needs to come out now. Whether there is an RV or no RV, whatever, we need to know the truth. We need to stop this cycle.
And I'm going to forewarn everybody right now. If you think that this lady is not military, you're very badly mistaken. And if you think I don't have the right to say things, again, you're badly mistaken. And if you want to go against either one of us, you won't like it.
Exactly.
We're here to help you, not to hurt you.
We're trying to get you off of this roller coaster ride so we can move forward with the healing. So we can move forward with the God-given rights we have been given to, instead of being under all of this bondage from our government. Do you enjoy people telling you when you can get up and go to bed, and how you could drive your vehicle, and what you could do with your own property? Do you enjoy doing that? Do you enjoy paying fees for whatever? Do you enjoy our government taking your hard-earned money and spending it on everybody else but us? What has Trump done for any of us in the 7 months he's been back in office?
Oh, no. Let's back up. We know he never left that office.
Okay, that's a good thing. Who was president when CV-19 came out?
Yeah, who? Who was the president?
Who was the president when the lockdowns happened
Yeah.
and the
who?
schools closed and the vaccines came out? Who was the president that we kept being told for the last 4 years that was running everything? And but yet, the inflation's still up. We're still worse off than where we were before all of this even happened. And we still put this person on a pedestal?
Oh, I never put him on a pedestal. No.
No, but the majority does.
Yeah, they do. That's the problem.
It's time for us to wake up and see what's really happened. It's time for us to start stepping up and calling people out.
They know they call me out enough.
It is time to take what is rightfully ours. It's time that we start demanding them to give us our money. We need to get our restitution. We need to be stock traded on the stock market. We need our straw man money. We need our lives back, and not the government dictating to us how to live it.
Oh, I agree. Guys, the reason I was playing Nick was because I wanted you to hear that everything has been gurgitated. From the time it started, you're hearing the same thing then as you're hearing today. There's nothing different.
Somebody said, but Trump's bringing millions into the... Is he? Have we seen it?
Trump did what?
Again, it's just hearsay. Where's the paperwork showing that the money's coming in?
Let me tell you what. Did you guys notice your gas prices over the weekend? Ours went up 40 to 50 cents per gallon. Do you think we went anywhere around that we would go far? No.
We didn't.
Do I think Trump is the one in charge? No.
They're all actors. Do you still have that picture I showed you of Trump over the weekend with the mask?
Yeah, but I didn't post it.
Oh, okay. Well, if you get a chance, post it down in Telegram. You know, it's time that we wake up and start realizing what is truly going on around us.
You want to see
if we
some
don't
things?
start,
Go ahead. I'm just putting this
I-
up.
I was going to say, if we don't start taking control of this, we're going to be in this same cycle this time next year and the year after if we don't stand up and demand it.
All right. What I'm sharing with you guys is a Vietnamese newspaper. All right. I know we don't get a whole lot of these, but you have to go dig for them or pay for them. But this is from VN Express International Vietnamese newspaper. Okay. It's the state treasury has distributed over 200 million as National Day cash gifts. Here's them celebrating a total of V&D 5.687 trillion US, 215 million plus have been distributed to 1,929 out of 3,021 communes as cash gifts, each worth V&D 100,000 for each citizen to welcome the National Day, and the state treasury reported on Sunday afternoon. The sum equivalent to 53.15% of the planned budget of the V&D 10.7 trillion. According to the report, 11 out of 34 cities and provinces have completed fund withdrawals and gift distributions. Over 92% of their communes all allowed funds processed. Okay. I could not find anything that this happened. Not a thing. What is going on?
Yeah, I've dug and dug and dug and dug, and I've even reached out to some of my contacts that are there, and they said, that they have given, websites to go in to put their data information in it, but nothing has happened. And that's as of even this morning, nothing has happened. So I don't know if it happened or not either.
Yes, NESARA GESARA is real. I have the documents. It is real.
Yes, that is real.
When it goes out, I don't know. Now, they said stop saying N and G. I don't know why, but I know it's real. I have it. So, yes, it is going to happen. When? We don't know. Oh, here, let me tell you a story about yesterday. Ghost had to go get his medication, which is super, super expensive. And we have to struggle to get it. And I'm not going to lie about it. But so yesterday he says, I got to get my medication. I kind of like clenched my teeth and I like, do you have the money for it? And he says, yeah. Which, that doesn't make anybody happy. But so we pull in and he had to get, it's a 3-pack and it's very expensive. And so we were sitting in the car and the girl hands it to him and he signs for it. And he goes, okay, how much? And she says, nothing. He goes, what? He goes, nothing. She goes, nothing. And I turned my head and I looked at her. I go, what? And on the bottom of the thing, it said 0. Now, are they getting ready to change all the medications and have 0 or just a little bit to pay? Yes, because that's happened to me. But that did happen yesterday. So is that part of something that's in our energy? Yes.
Yes.
But that's a small thing. What happened to helping everybody out? What happened to everybody getting back their things they're supposed to have? I know that it was supposed to come out drip, 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 but this is nothing.
Nothing compared to what we've, again, have been told. I think
I no longer have any copay for meds or any doctor's appointments. Good. See, now that's a
awesome.
Good thing. Yeah.
My main thing is with these other podcasters and stuff, I want them to show governmental proof that things are truly happening. Not just articles that you could just go out there and, because anybody could create an article, anybody. And that's, we've seen it ourselves. Where are the documents from these governments saying that this is going to be happening and it's true?
Arnold, you're absolutely correct. It is at the bottom. I'm not worried about the energy. I'm not worried about NESARA GESARA at all. The only thing is we've got to get rid of the hopium. Because all who starts what goes dribbles down. Where's it start?
Right.
Telegram. Then it goes to X. Then it goes over to here. Then it goes here. Everybody then collects the same information. Why? Why does anybody want to hurt people like that? I don't know. I don't want to hurt people.
I don't want y'all to feel the same thing and still continue to stay on this roller coaster ride, because it's not fair to you. It's not fair to your family. It's not fair to those around you. It's not fair for the people that keep calling you, you're insane. It's not fair because these people are pushing their hopium on you to get you on this high within just minutes to bring you back to your low.
Okay, here's a good one. Thank you, Patriot No Jab. I'm posting that for you.
That's it. But it's not just paying for it. It's buying their products. It's buying whatever they're selling. It's buying into whatever their information is. Paying for it, it comes in many forms. It's just not, you know, it's not, it just comes in different forms. It's not just paying for Patreon or anything like that. It's more than just that. It's supporting them. If we would quit listening to these kind of people and start demanding them telling us and showing proof, all this would stop.
All right. Annie says, every day is such a struggle. Oh, honey, we know.
We know.
Everybody's right there with you. I mean, it's not just you. And what about the groceries? I don't see the prices coming down. If anything, they went up. Eggs came down $2. And he bragged about that over the weekend.
Yeah, okay. Well, eggs go down $2, but then you have hamburger meat that goes up another $3 or $4.
Exactly. What you find go down in one place goes up in another. Yeah, I saw that. And again, I'm in there with my phone with the calculator when I go to the store. How old am I? How old are you?
Exactly.
We shouldn't have to be doing this. I heard that holidays are mind control codes.
I haven't, but okay. And we don't even want to even talk about what's getting ready to happen to Medicare or governmental checks.
Cherry, don't go there, please. No, because you know why, daughter Most High? She says, oh yeah, everything is expensive, but it isn't caused by the tariffs, ? Isn't it supposed to be level out and the prices go down? The tariffs have always been there. You just didn't know it. We didn't know it, but the tariffs has always been there. This is nothing new.
Tariffs have been there as long as I can remember. We have done, let me put it to you this way. In the ports authorities, the tariffs are handled in the ports authorities. It's always been paid by the corporation importing their goods. And then when you get to the other country, when they import it, their ports authority takes care of their tariffs. This is not nothing new. Before the 1913 crap happened, we were living off of tariffs. There was no taxes. We were living off the imports and exports of this country.
Yes. And the endless. I agree, D. Watson. I agree. What's that, Missy? I got on X a couple weeks ago and already went off. It won't let me deactivate my account. I've been fighting X for the past 3 days. That's the problem. That's why I don't do anything with going on X. I do not, because I heard this from the very beginning. Once you get signed up with them, you're there forever. And again, let's go back to this again, Tops. How do you verify anybody on X if you don't personally talk to them? If you don't reach out to them? If you don't do a video call with them?
You don't. You just got to take that blue mark as for what it's worth.
Found out the blue mark doesn't mean anything.
It
just means they want to pay the $4.99 or $10.99 to be verified.
Yeah,
they don't verify nothing. I wouldn't just tried it.
You know how they verify it? You know how they verify it? Through your telephone number and your email address.
That's it. Anybody can steal a phone, put that phone number in, and they'll be verified. I just found that out. And you pay for it.
Yeah.
I can't even get on some platforms without trying to pay them. No,
Exactly.
not going to happen.
Me
There
either.
is no intel out there. That's long gone. So any guru or anybody who's saying, I have intel, there is no intel. It's been gone long time ago.
The intel they have is what they've been recycling for the past 9 years.
You can get phone numbers from Google. Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
Who are you talking to? Now, did I confirm my people? Yes. Do I talk to them? Yes. We don't give out each other's information because it's for protection. So I ask once again, and this is not knocking anybody, but why would you go and purchase anything down in Telegram without knowing that it's the truth?
Or any site,
Or any
anyway,
site.
any platform, regardless.
Guys, you better wake up just a little bit. Okay, so I am going to read this to you because Tops found it yesterday, which I did read a part of it, but I did not. I just skimmed over it, so I didn't think anything of it. So I thank her for that. But I am going to show this to you. Tops, you don't have to go close now unless you want to.
Yeah, go ahead.
Now, I'm going to put this in reading form, but it's the same thing. I'm going to show you the proof because on here, when I scroll down, it doesn't have the signature on it. There's no signature, but I do have it, and I'm going to show it to you. So I show you the easy way of getting it, but I always want to back it up. So this is an executive order 14247, modernizing payment. Now listen to this. It says modernizing payments to and from America's bank account. Now, this is an executive order by the authority invested in me by the President of the Constitution and laws of the United States of America. It is hereby ordered. Did you hear President Trump's name in there? Just wait. Section 1, purpose. The continued use of paper-based payments by the federal government, including checks and money orders flowing into and out of the United States General Fund, which might be thought of as America's bank account, imposes unnecessary costs, delays, and risk of fraud, lost payments, theft, and insufficiencies. Mail theft compliance have increased substantially since COVID-19 pandemic. Historically, departments of the Treasury checks are 16 times more likely to be reported lost or stolen, returned, undeliverable, or altered in electronic fund transfer EFT. Maintaining the physical infrastructure and specializing technology for digitalizing paper record cost of the American taxpayer over $650 million in fiscal year alone in 2024. This order promotes operational efficiencies by mandating the transition to electronic payments for all federal disbursements and receipts by digitalizing payments to the extent permissible under acceptable law, but not for avoidance of doubt, to establish a central bank digital currency. Section 2, policy. It is a policy of the United States to defend against financial fraud and improper payments, increase efficiency, reduce cost, and enhance the security of the federal payments. Section 3, phase out paper checks, disbursements, and receipts. Effective September 30th, 2025, and to the extent permitted by law, the Secretary of the Treasury shall cease issuing paper checks for all federal disbursements, including of intergovernmental payments, benefit payments, vendor payments, tax refunds, except as specified in Section 4 of this order. B, all executive departments and agencies shall comply with this directive by transitioning to ETF methods, including direct deposits, prepaid card accounts, and other digital payment options, and take all steps necessary to enroll receipts in ETF payments except as specified in Section 4 of this order. C, as soon as practicable and to the extent permitted by law, all payments made to the federal government shall be processed electronically except as specified in Section 4 of this order. D, the Secretary of State, the Secretary of Treasury, and the Treasury of the Health and Human Services, the Secretary of Education, the Secretary of Veterans Affairs, and the Secretary of Homeland Security shall take appropriate action to eliminate the need for the Department of the Treasury's physical lockbox services and expedite requirements to receive the payments of federal receipts, including fees, fines, loans, taxes, through electronic means, except as specified in Section 4 of this order. E, Secretary of the Treasury shall report agencies' transition to digital payment methods, including by providing access through the Department of the Treasury's centralized payment system to 1, direct deposits, 2, debit and credit card payments, 3, digital wallets and real-time payment system. There you go, digital wallets. 5, other modern electronic payment options. Yep. Section 4, exceptions and accommodations for the phase-out of paper check disbursements and receipts. A, the Secretary of the Treasury shall review and, as appropriate, revise procedures for granting limited expectations where electronic payments and collection methods are not feasible, including exceptions for 1, individuals who do not have access to banking services or electronic payment systems. 2, create emergency payments where electronic disbursements would cause undue hardship, as compliant in 31 CFR Part 208. 3, national security or law enforcement related activities where the non-EFT transactions are necessary or desirable. And 5, other circumstances determined by the Secretary of the Treasury as reflected in regulations of the guidance. Okay, this goes on and on and on. And I am going to post this down there, so you'll see this. And at here at the very end, it says, see, and this order is not intent and does not create any right or benefit, sustainable or procedural, enforceable law or equity by any part against the United States, its departments, agencies, or entitlements, its officers, employees, or agents, or any other person. The White House, March 25th, 2025. Document filed 3/27/2025, 8:45 a.m. Publication date 3/28/2025. So you see
All right.
when it starts? Okay, now hang on.
October 1st. So those of you that do not have checking accounts that get paper checks or debit cards, effective October 1st, you will no longer get them unless you've updated your account with a checking account. So I strongly suggest if you get paper checks or debit cards of any source from any government agency, you go update it.
Mm-hmm.
Or you're not going to get your check next month.
Now, did they come out and announce that to you? No.
No.
Now, I want to show them so they know what I'm saying. Here is his signature on that same document. That was the easier reading one. This one is very tiny. So this is the same document coming up that I just read to you. Okay, presidential document, which was registered Friday, March 28th, 2025. And it's same thing. It says all in here. It's just really tiny and I can't read it. So here is the same thing, intent to and does not, all that, blah, 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 blah. And there is the signature. And it says the White House, March 25th, 2025. So there's your proof. We are healing from PTSD. We all need healing.
Yeah, we do need healing.
Not if you don't. Not if you wake out of this now, you won't need any of that.
Exactly.
Be your own person. Don't listen to what they're telling you to do. Just listen. If you like it, good. If you don't, no.
That's why we're trying to bring the truth out to wake you up, so it will start questioning in your own brain. Does this make sense? Because if it don't make sense to you, then you need to continue your research. And if that person's not bringing clarity to you, then why are you listening to them?
So we don't have a good side of the military. I'm not saying that, Jamie. We're not saying that at all. What we're saying is Trump is not the one in charge. None of them are in charge. I have my suspicions who I think is in charge. But until I can prove that, I can't say anything.
But the point of it is they keep telling us that we're still in this cycle because they're trying to wake people up. The only way you're going to wake people up is if you bombard them with the truth. And we can't help them if they're not bringing the truth out. Period. How do we know that we're even being told the truth?
Well, I know now we're not. There's a lot of things they're not telling us the truth about.
Exactly. Why? We're awake. We should be knowing this. We shouldn't still be in this same cycle as we were 9 years ago. We shouldn't be. We should be further along than where we're at. There should be no more comms. There should be no. We shouldn't be hiding things in secret code. We shouldn't be still using Q drops and gematria. The truth needs to come out. Period.
Guys, I'm not going by what Trump says, but I do know in my heart that the RV will happen. When? We have no idea. They are so off track. They are flipping, going different places, different. Look at the weather that they're reporting coming in. Why is that 2 times? Why is that 2 times?
You know, and then why all of a sudden that they said that the whole southeast of the United States was going to go into this cold snap, but yet, ironically, we've got Hurricane Gabriel out there, and then the southeast is going to start warming up again. Why? So they could bring the hurricane in.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. The two are to meet together, and they'll bring it in.
I mean, why are we still in this? Why are they still wanting to punish or to hurt we the people? Again, if you want to wake them up, come out with the truth.
And the only way you're going to get the truth is by supporting yourself and others, your family. Start writing letters. Start finding out who's involved where. That is the true people. And this,
You know,
go ahead.
you put down in Telegram the email address to Trump.
I did.
No one questioned why you did that. No one. No one has questioned why. It's time that we go back and we use that email address and demand the truth to come out. Somebody's reading it that's in charge. We know that. And if we bombard them like we did the last time, I'm pretty sure something will start happening because they're going to get tired of hearing it. We're too far along in this for this to continue. And I don't understand why y'all are not upset like I am for this to stop. That's what blows my mind.
Wait a minute. So wait, what did you just say? Hold on a minute. Jeremy says war is more likely than the RV. No. We don't have any war. There is no wars. There never's been any war.
Everything has already come out. It's done. But they haven't brought it to the forefront because of them claiming they got to wake the people up. Well, let's do it. What are you waiting on?
Guys, we are the Truman Show. If you haven't watched it, watch it. They are down looking at us, listening to us, recording us to see what our reactions would be. We are the Truman Show.
Are y'all not ready to exit this movie and move on with your lives and stop this podcast crap every day? Are you not ready to go out there and help somebody and make their day a brighter day because it's going to make you have a brighter day? Are you ready? Are you not ready to have your own freedom without the government telling you how to live your life? When is enough is enough is enough? When are we going to start standing up for our own self? If these podcasters are not going to do it, when are we going to do it? When are we going to stand up and say we've had enough?
All right. So Kay says the truth would be the emergency alert system. All right. Let me ask you this. And this is because I did some research. When was the last time a president came out and did an EBS, EAS for the people? When? I know when, but when? Do you guys know when? When was the last time they did it?
I got something else to ask. When was the last State of the Union?
Oh, I can show you that one.
I thought the president was supposed to have so many days after being in that role that they were supposed to do a State of the Union address. Isn't that in our Constitution?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. He's been here 7 months. Has anybody seen a state of address? I haven't. I hadn't even heard of it.
Hold on, I'm trying to pick it up here. All right, here it is. I can show you. These are things you have to look for to see actually what is going on. All right, so it's coming up. I mean, these are things that are suspicious if you know anything about politics. And again, I want to get rid of that word politics, period. All right, so this was published on March 28, 2024. Great find. So in here it says all kinds of things about learn about the State of the Union address, the history at .gov, blah, 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 blah. President Joseph Biden, okay, the list below of previous State of the Union and other presidential addresses before a joint session of Congress includes links to addresses back to 1993 as published in the can you see that? Okay, presidential documents. Okay, so here's President Joseph R. Biden Jr., March 7th, 2024, February 7th, 23, March 1st, 2022, April 28th, 2021. So you got 21, 22, 23, 24. Donald Trump, 17, 18, 19, 20. Huh? What happened? 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, Barack Obama. 09, 09, 10, 11, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. George Bush. 20, 01, 01, 02, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Clinton. 93, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, and 2000. Kind of see a short thing here.
You know, they're asking, how are you going to wake the people up? I mean, bottom line is the majority of the people out there listen to the fake news. You're going to have to bring it to the media. You're going to have to show them. You know what? It's what blows my mind. We put too much trust into doctors, politicians, our president, the media. Why? Why? We know we've been lied to by all of them. Why do we still trust them? For the life of me, I don't get it.
Well, I do have proof, Missy Girl, on the Sarah GESARA. I do. And I do know the currency reset has to take place. Especially because he just told you October we're digital. So that does have to take place.
We're not saying that this is not going to happen. We're just saying with all of these rumors that you get the 800 numbers, you get emails, you get this, you get that. Show me the proof. Show me the proof. Where are you getting your information from? That is a governmental signed document. Stop the BS. It needs to stop. It needs to come out to the forefront. It needs to stop putting you on this roller coaster ride. That this information, like yesterday, okay, I saw some that, oh, Iraq, we're ready to go. That money's exchanged, and then the next thing I know, I'm seeing another email. Oh no, this ain't gonna go. This is, they haven't been paid yet. Stop it. Either it has been paid or it's not. Stop fighting each other. We should all be on the same page, sharing the same information. This roller coaster ride crap needs to stop.
Guys, I've told you for the last 4 years, 4 or 5, whatever I've been on, be careful where you're going and who you're listening to. I made mistakes. I admit it 100%. But you know what? When I get nudged, I know there's something wrong. And I've been getting nudged for a long time. So I decided that I was going to follow all the Bibles that I lay down in front of me because, and I do not like him. I don't like any of them. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like any of them. And there's a reason for that. There's a reason why everybody is doing something. And I'm not going to discuss it because you're going to find that out in the long run. But when you lay out all the Bibles, all the calendars, everything you want, you go back to the main player, who is Kim Clement. They're following him 100%.
Absolutely. And let's talk about calendars. This needs to stop too. Everything that has happened to us has happened on the Gregorian calendar. Stop using the Julian. Stop using the Hebrew. Stop using calendars that do not pertain to us. All of this has happened on the Gregorian calendar.
I agree, Motor Oil. Gigi said something. What, Jen? Tops, the truth has too big of a price tag, and we were never told the truth due to the fact that people would wake up at once and there would be no control of the people. We agree. We agree. To some point, yes. John, you're right.
Yep.
Okay.
Because
so
people,
Gigi,
one, people don't want to hear the truth, and two, when they do, they don't know how to handle it.
oh, they leave. We're trying to get it out there to them, and I had like 1,000 people exit out because they didn't want to hear the truth. All right, so Gigi says on Labor Day I made 20 mil or 200 mil. I'm not saying that the crypto is wrong. It is active if you buy the right one. But I'm hearing all these other buy this, buy that, get involved in this one, get involved. You're investing in the wrong ones. The only main ones was shown on a video that I respect that person, and I talked to him down in on TikTok. He told you the ones to get. Nobody cared. I sent it down in Telegram. Nobody can in there. Nobody can write anything. All you could do is watch. You can't share. I'm trying to make you either make up your mind if it's the truth, or I'll tell you, listen. Be careful which ones you're buying. So Gigi, you might have the right one. If you made 200 mil, you got the right one. I don't want to know which one it is. Don't tell us. But this is what I'm saying. If you don't have the right information or product or anything else thereof, you're running around in circles, which we all have been doing. I'm stopping it. This platform will no longer submit to their rules.
No. And we shouldn't either. We should start demanding the truth from everybody and not just sit back and listen to what they have to say and accept it. That's not acceptable anymore. We should be demanding. You have that right to know what the truth is. How can we move forward if we don't? That's just it, Pat. That's what we're saying. Gurus are making money. They're making money off you. Why are you continuing to support bad information and the lies? That's what you're doing. You're still giving to the corrupt. If they're not being honest with you and showing you proof and giving you what you need to take it to the bank on, then you're supporting them. And what are they doing? What are you getting out of it? Nothing but an emotional roller coaster ride. I agree, Nancy. Until you bring out what's happened, the trafficking, the illegal drug. Why? Nobody's questioning why Trump is going after drug lords. Nobody is questioning why he's doing it. Why? What does that link to?
All we're hearing is things. Can you get executive orders? Yes. Will they be will they be uninvalidated once all this comes out? I would suspect they would have to. And then put the rightful person who's been doing it. They're all doing it, Cosmic. Even Ariel is now charging. Yep, he is. And they're all doing it.
They're all doing it. So why? Why do you pay for the same recycled information when all you got to do is do your research like what we did, and you can go and find the same information that was distributed 4, 5, 6, 9 years ago. It's being recycled, just in a different format. Or maybe changed a few words in it, but it's being recycled.
I showed you by that Nick Fleming thing. You're still stuck back in 2021. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not going to sit here and say the RV is going to happen tomorrow. It's going to happen next week. I'm not going to do that.
Nope.
And we're not even sure at this point, as Tops and I was trying to figure this out, we're not even sure that it's going to show up on the Forex. We're trying to figure out where it's going to show up. Kind of like a Kuwait thing.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
over the weekend, tell them what was going on.
Go ahead.
Over the weekend, when was it, Sunday?
Yep.
We went over to Forex.com and they were flashing. They shouldn't have been on. They shouldn't have been on at all. And they were flashing red and green, all up and down. None of them that we're looking for. So we thought, well, maybe they're getting ready to put them on. Nope. So why were they flashing? Why were they even up?
Exactly.
You see how they're trying to confuse you? It's hopium, even coming from the United States of America. Our own government is bamboozling everybody.
Yep. Because even when you go to their website, Labor Day was supposed to be a holiday for them.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't. Forex was up. Partial of the stock market was up. The gold, the silver, and the crypto was up. So what happened to the holiday? You're
Missy
absolutely
girl.
right, Missy girl.
Yes, you're right on that 100%. Guys, I can't tell you any more about that because I would be violating something, but I'm glad you don't like Kim Clement. It isn't the real Kim Clement, and he's a plant. God doesn't tell everyone everything. God never had and never will. You're correct.
But again, they're using that storyline.
Yeah, they're using his. That's what I'm saying. They're going straight off of what he says. Okay, here's the thing. I went back. We all thought that Kim Clement died in 2016. He didn't. He died in 2015. Who entered and right after he died? Trump. Trump made his first appearance in 2015. You guys may not realize that, but he did. So what happened to Kim Clement and Trump entering a so-called Trump? What happened there? Guys, this is why I always said in this platform, question everything they say. Question what's going on with whom.
And those that are promoting his theories behind it too.
Alyssa, respectfully, is our Constitution being compromised anyway? No. We do have somebody that's over on the other side. There's no good or bad here that I'm talking about is going to be taking care of something. So no. Jamie, oh wow, I never thought of that. Yeah, see? These are things you need to look at. Look at the dates when somebody exited out. What were the key words when somebody was taken out? Tops. What was the key word? There were several of them. They began to be one or two, and then they decided to do several.
There's a bunch of them. There's a bunch of words that they've used. I've heard that, that they would say something like, well, watch the plan, or we'll see you, maybe in the near future, or, it's just a whole bunch of words that they would use, or I need a break, or, there's a bunch. Yes, there are two constitutions, one for the
Okay.
corporation and one that's for
The
the
good
real
one.
world.
For the people.
Yes.
We're going for we the people. Dave's not here. The chat isn't moving. What do you mean? What do you mean the
I'm
chat
seeing
isn't moving? I
ours
see it.
is. Mm-hmm.
Mine too.
Yeah. See you on the
Arlene's
flip side is
awesome.
another one. Absolutely, Eliza. Yep. That's another one that they tried. Or, I'm taking a vacation, or I have to take a break from it, or there's a lot that's been going on, or a lot of words that's been said. Or
Wait, go ahead.
somebody's getting sick or ill or whatever. But I'm at that point, if I hear buckle up, it's very, very soon, or I'm going to go off on that person.
Hey, Buttercup. Buckle up, Buttercup.
What did I tell you last night? I'm going to hunt them down myself, and I'm going to jack slap them because I'm tired of hearing it.
You
No
gotta get a
doubt.
sense of humor, girl.
Hey, I'm telling you, that was my sense of humor. I mean, I've got a good one, but buddy, again, even those words are hyping people up for something that we don't know for certain is going to happen.
I know.
What Q drop to this day that they keep coming out with has come to fruition? Which one? Which?
I honestly, and I think I talked to you about this before, I honestly feel they're going to exit him out. There's going to be things that happen. But unfortunately, guys, I'm going to lay the bomb on you right now. Are we going into 2026? Yes.
And it could possibly be 2027.
They got so much to do in order to bring out everything that is the rightful people. This isn't going to be an overnight process.
No. So the next time somebody gets on this hype of we're close, it's happening, this is my, my word or what, and trust me, I was right there in it. I admit it, because I want it to happen just as not much for myself, but for you guys too, because I know how bad y'all are hurting. Y'all are hurting like we are. And trust me, I want it to happen just as much for y'all as I do for myself. But we
Guys,
cannot get roped in it.
I did not say it was not going to happen this year, Gigi. I said we're going to go into 26. Does that mean?
Yeah.
It could mean anything.
It could mean anything.
They're not following biblically anymore. They're following Kim Clement. We told you who he is.
All right. So let me put it to you this way. If we do not get prospered by the 21st, then that means this time next year, we will be here doing the same thing.
Tell him why.
Because in Kim Clement's prophecy, he states, in the summer, I will prosper my children. And in the fall will fall. And then hypnotic November and December and Christmas. And then the winter. Oh, they would love me.
Okay, so summer ends the 21st of September.
Yep.
Fall begins. This is why she's saying if it doesn't happen September 21st, by that time, you're over with summer. Now you're going into fall. So now that wonderful thing that was supposed to happen in summer has now collapsed.
Exactly.
You see what she's trying to say?
That's just it, Star. We're right. You're right. We have heard for years and years and years we have to have a 3-day holiday. Why? Why do we need a 3-day holiday to make this happen? Why? For the life of me, people say, well, it can't happen on a Friday because it's, the Muslims' day of prayer or whatever. Or it can't happen, on Monday because the banks are doing payroll and processing this. Or it can't happen this day because of this excuse. Okay, you're coming up with excuses for every day. So you're telling me that this is not going to happen because there's something else going on to stop it? It's never stopped it before.
Okay, so hold on. I got too many people flying up through here asking the same thing. Hold on, where'd you go? Okay. What happens with it? You're already in it, honey. Linda, we're already in the new financial system. The QFS is not going to be called the QFS in public.
Yeah. No, but it's already in process.
And it has been running.
and all of that is done.
Mm-hmm.
It's done. It's operating. It's full force.
You got to keep in mind, and I keep saying this to you, everything has been done a long time ago. All you're doing is now waking up to seeing it.
But that's the problem. This is the part where they need to come out and tell the public, guess what? We're on a brand new banking system. Why is that still a secret? Why is it that it's still a secret that everything's going digital? This is part of waking people up.
Yep. Prosper me in heaven. Aw, that's nice. I like that.
Again, we're at this point that we should be demanding whoever is running this show, movie, whatever, it's time to come to bring the truth out.
Gold and silver is fine, Lori.
Absolutely. Gold.
That's God's money.
Gold is way on up there. It's like $3,600 or a little over $3,600. Silver is still hanging around 41 and some change.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so John says, Lynn, are we still saying the RV comes before NESARA? Can it be revised? No, it cannot be revised. It's a law. I have it on paper, so no, it can't, John. And
no, what he's saying is, well, could the RV come after NESARA happens? Yes, it could.
I think it's the smartest way to go. I think everybody should get the disbursement, and then we do the RV. Because if they didn't open it up to the public, which it's going to be, it's on the Forex. It's open to anybody who knows about foreign currency. Just like the stock market. If you know about it and you want to trade with the company or buy into it, that's your prerogative. This is no different. Except they're not talking about it. This is why we're trying to figure out, are they going to put it on the Forex? Isn't it terrible that you cannot trust any part of our government, even though we say we got the good guys? If we have the good guys, why aren't they telling us behind the scenes who we are? We are the newscast. We're supposed to be.
Exactly. You want to get the truth out? Share it with us. We'll get the truth out.
I'm not Mockingbird Media. And you guys mostly, you should know that by now. I have no filter.
Oh, trust me. Me either. And I've had enough. I have had enough of this so-called whatever government you want to call that does not stand up for me, for my rights, because I'm a human being. They still want to play their mind games. I'm done with the mind games. I had 40-something years of that nonsense. I'm done with it.
All right, speaking of that, I'm going to show them this before I forget, and I am going to post this down in Telegram. If you are still paying taxes to your work, to your job, I'm talking about income tax. You do not have to do that. It's voluntarily. I did not do it before I retired. I'm not doing it now. Ghost isn't doing it. Nobody I know is doing it. I showed them why. This is a paper right here. Voluntary withholding agreement, W4T. Now, you don't even need this if you have the rightful job. If you have a Inc. that wants to capture you, you're going to need this form. If you have people that are mom and pop, they already know you can opt out of not having any taxes at all taken out. This is a W4T, voluntary withholding agreement. Termination or withdraw from W4 agreement. All you have to do is fill this out, type your name here. You want the termination agreement done and not to be taken out, enter the month and the year, put your name, sign your name and date. That's all you got to do with Social Security number. That's it. You hand it to them. They have to stop all of the IRS income coming out of your account. It is not a law.
Nope.
I will post this down in Telegram.
Well, Chris, the same thing about your state and local school taxes. You don't have to pay that. You do not have to have that state taxes taken out. All you got to do is put that you're exempt. Point blank.
Now, let me explain what you just said. I went up to the city to get the city to stop taking the taxes. They fought me and wanted me to go to court because I said, I'm not paying any city taxes. The roads aren't getting done. The driveways and the school systems are horrible. The kids don't have free foods anymore. And yet our taxes went up extremely high. Now, Ghost has to pay the city he works in, the city we live in, the state, the county. If we're out of different counties, he's got to pay for different county. So that's 2 counties, 2 different cities, and a state. Then you got the IRS. Do you see how much they're taxing you to death?
And that's not including your license, your power bill, utility bills, groceries, gas, repairs, whatever you purchase, you're paying some kind of a tax on it, on top of it.
That's right. Larry, you don't need a driver's license to drive, but watch how many trouble that gets you into. That's right. It's called control, Larry. Everything we do is control. You go get you take a driver's license, you take a driver's test, you pay money. You go and you take a driver's test to get your license. You pay money. You pay money to get your license. You pay money to get your tax. You pay money. It's money, money, money going out everywhere. Do you know if that all comes back to you? You get that and then it stops. You win. Sit there and take that one in.
Yep. This is what we're saying.
Thank you guys for the questions.
It's time to stand up for your rights, your God-given human rights. God had never intended us to be in bondage like this.
No. Donna for today, she says, what about a level playing field? Are we not there yet? No,
we're not there yet.
That's what the RV's
because if we
for.
were, I was fixing to say, if we were, we would have already had our money and we wouldn't been having this conversation.
Right.
That's another thing we should be demanding. Show us proof where the tariffs are coming in. Show. I don't want to hear it from somebody's mouth. I want proof. Show us proof. The debt clock, that's something that you can't, you take that with a grain of salt.
Yes.
Show, look, if that is our money, why aren't we shown the P&L statements and the balance sheets and, all of that? Why? Why can't we see where our money is going?
That's right. We're supposed to be in a transparency government, right? Where do you see it at? Trump said in his first term, we need a transparency government. Where's that?
Where is it?
And he's been here all along. 45-47 means 45, 46, 47. So where's it been? What's he doing? Because it's not him. You're right. Nothing is transparent. Nothing at all.
Nothing. We should be the one. What happened to when something's being voted on in the House or in Congress, just in general? What happened to them coming back to we the people and asking us to vote on it so they know how to vote on it? Why are they taking that into their own discretion with their own views without asking us how we feel about it? We should be demanding that too.
I'm going to change the subject just for a minute because I had this come into me and I just literally wanted to. This is what Tina Zimmerman put out, which I just lost respect for. So I'm putting it up there. I want to show you this. I don't know why everybody wants to gaslight. Maybe she feels that this is correct. But Tina Zimmerman, not confirmed, Neo's passport in the Matrix expires on September 11, 2001. The movie was released in 1999. Still think it's all just a coincidence, or are they starting to wake up? Flat earther, the flat earther. You go down here and you put this in here. This is the Thomas Anderson she's talking about. September 13, September to 71. This is date of birth. September 13 was 71. Male, capital city, USA. Date of issue, September 12th. Date of, I can't see that one. Date of expiration, September 11. September 01. 11. Okay. So to her, she's thinking that we're going to go on September 11th. See, again, it's hopium. If somebody would have caught this, they'd have been blasting it all over.
Well, the thing about it, it did happen September 11th, 01.
It did. But again, this is hopium.
Right. So here's the other thing.
It happened in September. Everybody's talking about 9/11.
Exactly. Again. And then if you look at his birthday, it was September the 13th or something?
13th. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, what happened September 13th in 1971? Or what happened September 13th in 18 something? And then you got Jay Gould, and then, him wanting to impeach
his birthday, September 13th, 1971.
There's so much has happened and they're using all this information. But again, why are we still talking about stuff that happened 24 years ago? I saw another video using that same topic with September 11th, but it'd be a 25-year anniversary for next year that we needed to watch and make sure. Why are we still dragging this into next year?
Because they have to exit everybody. And it's going to take a while
to do
that. You and I both know the public cannot take everything that we've been through for the last 10, 15 years. You give
Nope.
them one day and
And
they're
it sure
falling
ain't gonna
apart.
happen in and it sure ain't gonna happen in 3 months.
That's right.
So what we're saying is, if this time next year we're still doing this same process, shame on us. Literally, shame on us, because we should be demanding more and not less.
Dave, I'm not saying that. That's totally up to you, but it is not a law. It's not mandatory. It's voluntarily. And once you do that, they do stop it.
Yep, exactly.
We
And let
stopped
me
ours
ask
a long
you
time
this.
ago.
Why is it that some calendars still have the April 15th date on it from next year and some calendars don't?
I don't think iPhones do, but I do. See, now that could be a slow process of those and removing them.
Yep. And again, unfortunately, we're going to have to go back to the daylight savings time, back to standard time this year. When is, those are things that we should be demanding them to change. We've been hearing it for so long that this is going to change and that's going to change. Name one thing that really has changed to benefit we, the people. I mean, everybody as a whole. One thing.
Beach Life is truth. I don't believe they're lying, Beach Life. I just think they have an agenda that they're going to follow. And to them, they're not doing or hurting anybody, but they're hurting greatly.
Yes. Well, they're hurting us because we know the truth and we can't do nothing about it. But they're also hurting the people who don't know the truth, because when the truth does come out, if it does, when the truth comes out, it's going to be so slow that it's not going to sink in. Because at that moment in time, it's not impacting them. I don't think there's going to be any BS. I really don't.
I think there's going to be a total different platform way that they're going to bring things out. I really do. And I think it's going to be an
We need to
eased-in process.
Yes. What was said, that it would be a smooth transition. I don't think all of this that they're doing or saying, we need to take everything we have been told and flush it down the toilet.
Jenny Mack, you're right. You're absolutely right. Everything, guys, you've been in a movie for many, 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 many years. And it's not just Trump. It's a lot of them. So you got to understand.
It's a lot of them.
Trump is showing up as the good guy. Right now, I don't think there's anybody good.
Me either.
But we have to sit back.
And keep, well, we don't need to be quiet, but we're going to have to sit back and watch this play through.
Exactly. And when I mean watch, hunt down every single thing. If they said something one day, trust me, it's there before they say it.
Just like August, right before in the August 1st thing, Trump said you're going to be very, 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 very happy. You're going to have, millions in your account and this and that. Well, has anybody seen anything in their account? Because I sure haven't.
Mar, there really needs to be no, wait a minute. Where did I see this at? Wait, I missed somebody. Hold on. Here. Mar, the truther community has become a laughing stock. Our lives are being destroyed so people can wake up. It's totally nuts. The UK and the European economies are close to collapse. All right, Mags, let me explain something here. And if I'm wrong, step on me, Tops. Okay, you got to understand what truthers is and what they can do, Mags. I don't want to say that I'm a truther. I'm a patriot. I'm a child of God. I'm here to help you. I'm here to help me. I'm here to help everyone that wants to hear what we can find. And I totally, with my true heart, I am so sorry that we got wrapped up and but I started noticing things. And so I reached out to Tops months ago, but she was unavailable. And I understand that. But I sat on this, feeling this uck in my heart so bad. And I kept finding things. And it was just like, okay, this doesn't make any sense. So I do apologize to you, each and every one of you. For I did not mean to give you hopium. I did not mean. But everything is pointing, or was pointing. And they made you believe that it was going to happen. And they did. And now there's no more. Am I going to fall into that? So
No,
as far as the truther community, I don't believe in the truther community. I believe you have to have passion for the people. You put them first above yourself. I don't think that you should follow one specific person all the time. You need to be careful of who you listen to. And if they're asking for money to pay for a product or to even listen to the podcast or whatever they're doing, that's wrong.
That should give you the first inclination that you need to drop off.
Yeah. But I do humble myself before each and every one of you. And
Absolutely, because we both have been there. I mean, and here recently, but everything was leading up to us going. And
yeah, they made us believe it.
Yeah, and we don't understand why they're not pulling the plug. Why are we still going back into the same cycle again? We should demand whoever is in control, DOD, Treasury, I don't care who it is. We should demand them to do it. If you really want the truth to come out, do it.
Sarah, I just said I was wrong. And I apologize. If we're because
but you know what?
Israel, they haven't announced it yet.
That's just it. They haven't.
Something just, did God say, stop, look, listen? I think so.
As we were looking at the Forex Sunday night, it just came to me, and I had to reach out to you, and I'm like, what other possible way could this happen? If it's not coming up on the Forex, here's my other question. Why aren't all the people, all the places that are reporting the stock market, the gold, the silver, the crypto, everything, why aren't they all in sync reporting the same information? Why? You go from one site to the other site and you're going to get a discrepancy in no matter which one you go to. So which one do you believe? They can't even get that right for us to tell us the truth. And that's something simple. That right there impacts everybody's life on a daily basis. And they can't even tell us the truth on that. So please, why can't they sync things up and get the truth out? Why aren't we demanding it? I can go to one site and pull up the IQD and it gives me this rate. I could go to another site and pull up the IQD and it gives me this rate. And they're all different. I don't care which site I go to, they're all different. Why? Why aren't we demanding it to be synced and the truth to come out? Why are they still hiding it from us? Yes, they will listen to us. If enough of us start speaking up and our voices will be heard, that's what they want from us. They want us to reach out to let them know we've had enough. But that's just it. Everybody goes from podcast to podcast to podcast to podcast. And then when all the podcasts are over with, they're back in their own little world, dealing with the same little BS every day, and nobody's saying nothing. They want to be fed. They want to people. Podcasters are feeding you what you want to hear, not what you should be hearing. But no one is saying nothing about it. Yes, I am passionate about this because I'm tired of seeing y'all hurt. I'm tired of being hurt. I'm tired of my family being hurt. I'm tired of y'all's family being hurt. It's time to stop this. And it's time that we demand it. How do you demand it? Lynn, I'm going to send you President Trump's link again to email him.
Okay.
And we need to go on and start there. And if we need to email the Treasury, or if we need to email, I will get every email address out there, and we need to bombard them and let them know we've had enough. This is being peaceful. Telling them, sharing our emotions and our feelings is being peaceful. We're not hurting anybody. We're just telling them we've had enough. We've had enough. We're emailing them and letting them know we've had enough. It's time to move forward. It's time to start the healing process. We are not going to unless we, the people, speak up.
Tangi says, I heard all evil will be gone by the 21st. Again, you're hearing it. You're not seeing proof of it.
I haven't seen anything. Show me.
Either.
If the evil is being done, where's the arrest at? Where's the tribunals? Where, I mean, just because I'm hearing that they're invading the cartels, that don't tell me nothing. Again,
bombard that email. Absolutely.
it starts with us. And if we don't do something about it, it will never happen. And I'm here to tell you it will never happen because they know they can continue to get away with the same song and dance that they've been doing. They've gotten away with it for 9 years or more. Another couple more years ain't going to matter to them.
Yeah, there's going to be something changed there. I'm not quite sure yet, but we are paying attention and we are looking everywhere.
You know, yes, we need to expect the unexpected, but we don't need to keep ourselves in this mode of this is what we've always been told either. Things are not going to happen the way we have been told. That's the problem. But yet, what we've been told keeps recirculating as if it is happening. So that's what we're trying to tell you. Be on your P's and Q's and watch everything, not just your everyday podcasters that keep coming out with the same song and dance that you've been hearing for the last 9 years. Maybe just reword it a little bit differently. Even though, Bell's Wolf, we might be sending emails to people that don't exist, there's people who are reading them. Those that are in charge have people that are still reading these emails.
Let me tell you how
Jamie,
fast. Huh?
I was going to tell Jamie once we get through with the podcast, I'll send you the links and then you can post them down to Telegram and we can start from there.
Okay, I'm going to show this video. This is how fast this is already happening.
Is even legal? That's what I want to know. Are you recording?
Do you need help?
I don't know. Do I? What? So this is a reverse ATM. People come with cash and they can't use it. They have
Correct.
to come here.
Correct.
That
It's a cashless building.
I have never seen a reverse ATM. So the idea is it works just like a regular ATM, but instead of putting in your card and getting cash, you put in your cash and get a card.
But also, because it's a regular debit Visa card, you can use it outside of the building.
Okay.
So if you wanted to go to Walmart or McDonald's or Target, wherever you want to spend your money, it's just a regular debit Visa card. That's what it looks like. And what you see is a lot of camper kids. Their parents don't give them a card.
No, of course
they
not.
They give them cash and expect this to give them
I wonder.
card.
I think
their 10-year-old have a card.
Well, I'd have to imagine there's a lot of people with accessibility or maybe, different people who want to spend their cash and just are probably shocked to find out. Yeah, but they can't.
They just have to get a card and they can spend it.
It's crazy because it's like legal tender, but then I'm like, I guess not. I don't know. So, okay. So what do we do here? Touch to start. Okay.
You want to get a card.
We want to get a card. I mean, I don't want to get a card, but I'm going to get a card. Okay.
So remember, you can use it
outside. What was that?
In it?
That screen? Did we have to put in our information? Is
No.
that? Oh, okay.
No, because at the end you can ask for a receipt.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And it ate it.
There we go.
Are you done?
I'm done. Finished. Issue card.
Now, hold on.
Okay.
Take your card.
Okay.
Do you want a receipt?
Yes, I guess so.
Okay.
Yes. That's
yes.
Yes. Now, why do people want a receipt? What is that reason for? Just
because people like to have a receipt that they know it's really $20 and it's not.
Oh.
Now, the other advantage that you have with this, there's no fee charge.
Okay.
And whereas if you go to a lot of debit machines, you know what I mean? They charge what, $2, $5
to take out the cash.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
This charges you nothing.
Okay. Wow.
And as you see, it's a regular debit Visa card.
Yeah.
It expires next year.
Okay. Amazing. Wow. Well, thank you so much for your help. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Okay, so this has never been announced, but I've seen these now at 3 different places. One I saw at it was a function, like a carnival type thing, and they had 2 of them, and they used that in order to get the card. Then I saw one at a bowling alley, or I saw a semi-glance of it, and then now they've got them. See, they're putting them out there. And they're putting people there to explain it to you. See, this is what I'm saying. Nothing's going to be announced. There's going to be things put out and people there to explain how to use things. Do you think the people that, like, she didn't know, so she had the lady ask her, how does this go along? So you are already going digital again in a different way. They use it too. See? So that's called a cashless society.
And we're heading there quick in a hurry too.
Oh yeah, they're popping up everywhere in any format, any way they want to put them in. Sooner they'll be in your grocery stores. They're going to be everywhere.
Everywhere. And then once all the cash is gone, you'll see them disappear too. That's just another way of they collecting the money.
Okay, Ron, I will. All right, guys. So my question to you is, where do you want this podcast to go? Because I'm not going to give you hopium anymore. What, Patricia? Okay, now you know what? I'm sorry. I love God, but I'm going to tell you something. You ladies should have been screaming about the stuff you've been putting out for years. Seems to me you should be apologizing instead of screaming foul. Who is screaming foul, young lady or old lady or whatever you want me to call you? That is unnecessary. I have apologized.
First of all, we both have apologized. Second of all, through our years of going back and doing research and revisiting things and seeing that it's still coming to the forefront is why we're here today.
Yeah, where would you be? Where are you going? Don't put us down for that. Just don't. That's unnecessary.
We're not screaming. We're not yelling. I am passionate about what I do. I am concerned about you people in the podcast because you're my family. If I didn't care, do you think I would be spending 2 or 3 hours up here doing this?
Wow, she just said we're her family. Thank you.
You know, if we don't start looking at each other, because we're all related somehow down the road. We all are related somehow in this world.
And again, guys, as far as these Bibles go, I don't have any more proof of anything. So as far as these Bible goes, whatever you believe, you believe. Until they all come out, they're explained, they're shown, we're talked about them, we've got confirmation on them. No. If you believe in Jesus, you believe. If you believe you're born again, you believe. If you believe you're Catholic, you believe. I don't care. You have to be accountable for what you believe. And I have to be accountable for what I believe. And I cherish you guys more than you know. I would not be up here or tops up here if we didn't care. And
exactly.
I had really bad feelings about what was going on.
Our intentions was never, ever, ever to give you hopium and put you on that roller coaster ride. Never. But again, we're only as good as the information that has been given. Until we spent the weekend and times going back and recycling through the same data and information, and that's where we're at today. When it dawned on us that, wow, it's the same message, just different wording, but the same message. And we can't keep doing that to y'all. We just can't. Look, we love y'all and are concerned about y'all just as much as we are our own family. And look, you think what I have shared this morning is mild compared to what Lynn heard over the weekend. I'm telling you, I am so frustrated and so mad and so angry that they can continue to keep lying to us about what's going on. I'm sorry, but it's the passion that it's time We should be all demanding to move forward. We're still stuck on this wheel. Y'all, if y'all cared anything about it, you should have the same passion that we do to want to move forward. And we cannot do it, just one or two of us. It's going to take the tribe to do it, to make it happen. And we are the tribe. You know, we've always has said that my voice is not being heard. Well, you know what? Now's the time to make it heard. If they don't want to hear it, let's make them hear it. Let them know we're tired of it. Let them know we're tired, period. How many of us have lost our jobs because of what happened in the past 5 years? How many of us have lost family members and friends and sanity and just everything because of what happened in these past 5 to 9 years? Is it worth it? Yes, the truth is worth it, but it's time to bring the truth out.
Right.
We're in the 9th year. 9's supposed to mean completion. Well,
Right.
where is it? Why isn't it happening? Why aren't we seeing things come to fruition when certain people are saying stuff? Why are we recycling and starting to talk about war again? It's time to move forward. It's time to start the healing. And if we, the people that are know and awake, can't start healing, how can we help anybody else?
Right. Right,
And I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear soon. I don't want to hear very, very soon. I don't want to hear it's knocking on your back door. I don't want to hear it. I want to see actions.
I'm not saying you've been scammed. I'm saying that something is definitely wrong. We need to do
We're
our
not
research.
scammed.
No.
We need to do more research, and we need the truth to come out. We need for them to quit changing the information when we Google it or when we research it. Or like I told you before, I went back and had documents from 10 years ago and went and pulled those same things out, and it's totally changed. Why? To fit their narrative. That needs to stop. It needs to stop. You know, why are they taking all of these, you know, so-called truthers or podcasters or people that have been involved with it that are no longer with us? Why are they taking their information off of everything and you can't find it? What was the purpose of that?
Mm-hmm.
We need to wake ourselves up and get out of the matrix, because that is where they're drawing us right back into this game again.
Right.
And these podcasters are doing it because
Gigi,
they're not
hold on.
the truth.
Gigi, please stop saying things like that in this chat. There is no proof. You're seeing a video. That's not a proof of, because you don't even know those people. Please stop doing that. I love you to death, girl, but please, until we got proof of those videos, you can't say anything.
Exactly. You know, I sent you some videos of Nixon, phone recordings and videos of Nixon.
Yep, I got them.
Where they planned Watergate.
Pre-planned, yeah.
Yep, they pre-planned it. What makes us think they're still not doing that now?
I don't believe it's that extent, but I had couple things I heard in there did take me by surprise.
It did. It did. And that's what I'm saying. We have to wake up and listen to everything. If it doesn't make sense, ask them. Stop accepting what these podcasters are telling you. Ask them. You know what? If I hear one more time, if you're going to come out and say something, and then you turn around and say, well, I can't share the information where I got it from, then don't say nothing. Period. Because if you can't back up and prove where you got it from or where they got it from, don't share it. It's not worth sharing. I am so tired of hearing that it just irritates me.
What's your feelings on the med beds?
Do I believe they exist? Absolutely.
I've seen them.
Yeah. Do I think they're coming out? Yes. But do we know when? No. Just like everything else, because no one wants to share the truth. Why aren't we speaking up about that? I mean, they've already done the medical. They've already executive order out there on it. Why aren't we demanding they bring that out too?
All the executive orders that we've been talking about for the last 5 years are just about all down there.
You know,
typically when you do an executive order, that order goes out within 30 days. That's to whoever it affects. So if the banks, manufacturing, whatever is supposed to get that, gets it within 30 days. Everything then, all of those places that it went to, comes to a halt or goes forward to achieve what they're asking for. The bankers went arriving some March. It doesn't include them. What? The bankers what? Wait, I can't read that. Hold on a minute. Does it say Jenny what? The bankers went.
No, they didn't go in March. The last RV that really happened was in March of 23.
Yep.
You know, and I guess, you know, one of the things that has been in the back of my mind is if you're not paying attention, you're going to miss it. And that's why I started questioning to Lynn the other night, what other possible way could it happen if it didn't go on the Forex? Because of that one statement.
Yep. So we're trying to figure that out for you now too. And this isn't easy work, guys. I mean, I had in this just the pit of my stomach, something wasn't right. But it takes a while to try to figure out, because like I said, I researched so much that I sometimes have to double back and figure out, okay, where are they now? But here, Small Car says, why do we think the EOs are legit and not fake proof? I'll tell you why. Because I believe, and I think Tops does too, that black ink they're using, it can be wiped off. But
yep.
it's going to be the real person's name underneath it.
Yep. But that's what I was going to tell you. You know, you're talking about the taxes and this and that. Go look up HR 25. That bill was passed in March of this year. It has to deal with taxes and all of that. Go look it up.
Yeah.
Go look at it, read it, know it, present it, make them accountable. It's a law.
All right, so family, what I'm asking you is, if I'm back up here, what do you want me to talk about? What would you like to see? What would you, I mean, I'm tired of doing a whole lot of research. I can only stay on one topic. And right now I'm going to be working with Tops, and we're going to figure this out. But what would you like?
can you prove, Gigi? How can you prove that Chase deposited those $1 million? Do you have copies of the deposits from Chase proving that they deposited that money? Do you? Because if you do, then share it. That's what I'm talking about. All we are getting is hearsay. If you can't prove it, we need to stop sharing it.
She said, yes, she
Point
does.
blank.
Huh? What? She said she has a receipt.
Then prove it. Send them to Lynn and let her show. Prove it.
I can get it verified. Congress back in section right now. Yeah, they should be, aren't they? Well, you know, we don't have a Congress, so I don't even look at it that way. But yeah, I think they are. Supposedly they are, yeah. Oh, here she's talking to you.
Yeah, I see it. That's fine, but this is what I'm talking about, Gigi. We've got that, and I'm glad you got that experience. But again, for the majority of us, until we see it, it's just hearsay. And not nothing against you personally, but we have got to start moving forward to where we all could sit there and say, yes, yes, we got it. Yes, we got the receipts. Yes, I can, you know, it should be all of us, not one here, not one there, not one, you know, it needs to be all of us that is in this movement should be sharing the same information.
For there will be wars and rumors of war, earthquakes on diverse places. Yes, yes.
It has been. It has been for the last 9 years. That's the whole problem. It has been for the last 9 years. We've been hearing this same song and dance for the last 9 years.
All right. Did you ever think of it this way? Here, look at the news today. The Antichrist system is rising and the Antichrist shows up first, praying for rescue. That is not going to happen. Jeez. Okay. And if it did, who do you think would be playing that part? I'm not yelling at you. I'm just
passionate. No. Here's the thing. If we still believe in whatever version Bible you want to believe in, if we believe that, first of all, the word rapture is not used up in the Bible. It says we're going to be called up in the air. Is what it says. To meet Jesus in the air. It doesn't say anything we're going to heaven. It just says we're going to be called up in the air to meet Jesus.
That's right. See how they're trying to manipulate you?
Second of all, it also says, I will come like a thief in the night.
Yes, it does.
No man shall know the hour. So why are all these people coming? Why? Again, they're brainwashing you to believe things. Stop. Stop. This is what we're saying. Y'all are so gullible and hungry for things. You're believing everything that everybody is telling you. Stop.
For hire, thank you for that, honey. I appreciate it. Guys, I'm going to go back and I'm going to say this again. This channel is God first and always will be. Do I believe that Jesus? Yes. Now, will all the books that I've read that I was allowed to read state things different? Yes. But then after I started reading more and more and more of it, something started sparking wrong. And I thought, wait a minute. So I started asking questions and I got X-nayed out from a Zoom call. And now I can't go back in because I questioned about something in one of that they found. Actually, it was 3 of them that they found, I got X-nayed out. That was a sign to me that something isn't quite right about what they're telling us. Is it another distraction? You know, how do you bleed blood? How do you go out and breathe the air? I mean, I know they've told us a lot of lies. Trust me, I do. But do you truly believe? And one book says there is no God. What? That's what I said to somebody in there. What? Boom, I was out. See, this is why I say I can't question and at least be able, excuse me, voice myself about what does that mean? Because I don't understand. That's an issue. And these are people that have the rightful place to be showing you everything. So if you can ask something to the rightful people, and then they X-nay you out because you just say, what? Or, I don't understand this. And it didn't feel quite right. They didn't want me in there anymore. Now I'm down to 4 Zoom calls, and we're all great in there. We understand each other. Most of them feel like I do, that there's been manipulation going on with the Bible, but not just from the years ago, but today. And we think that it's another distraction in a certain way. The banks do have a screen that they can show you, if they wish, what is showing up on the RV, or not the RV, but just showing up on the screen as different countries. Right now, there is none of them that is big enough to trade on.
No.
There is 2 showing, but they are so low you would lose money if you even try to go in. They're both Missy Girl.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's speaking to everybody. And here's the other thing. Where in this Bible does it say we have to go to a building to worship? When it says, when 2 or 3 or more are gathered in my name, I'm in the midst. We are the church, people. We are the church. Not a building. We are the church. We're having church right now because we're talking about our Heavenly Father.
Okay, we're going to look into this, all right? Tab, look. She's saying, she said about the med beds in exchange, Tier 1 did go in March 2025. How would they go and we can't find any proof on it?
This is what I'm saying. Show me the proof. Show me. Give one person to come up on Lynn's podcast and said, yes, I exchanged my money in March of this year. And then have them to prove the deposit slips.
Jenny Mac, can you do that for me?
If we can't prove it, it didn't happen. Exactly, Kay. Jesus took out the money changers.
Absolutely.
And what are they still doing today? What are they still doing in churches today? They're still selling coffee shops and Bibles and this and inside of the church building. Do you not think Jesus wouldn't be turning them tables too? What's the difference?
I know a lot of you don't believe in religion. I don't believe in religion. I believe in God. And
that's
I believe
what's
in the
wrong.
Bible.
That's what's wrong. People believe in religion. Religion was created to keep us divided. So that way we're not coming together in agreement in anything. It's division. Until we could put past of religion beliefs and start believing in our Heavenly Father, we're not going to heal from anything.
Mm-hmm. But guys, if you believe that there is no God, if you believe that Jesus was married to Mary Magdalene, I've heard several and I've read several different stories. It's up to you. I'm not here to tell you yes or no. I'm here right now. I can only tell you what I believe. And everything I've read,
Exactly.
I've seen, I've heard. What does it tell you? So when I began to tell things, people exit out of here because they believe in a certain way. So I'm telling everyone right now, this is God's channel. God's first. We pray. We ask for prayer. We ask for healing. We are a family, only if you choose to be.
Absolutely. 100% agree.
We're not negative against each other. We care about each other. We humble ourselves when we're wrong. Because I do believe.
And we ask God to forgive us just like we're being forgiven for what we've done. I'm not above anybody by no means. I humble myself, and I will. I will be the first one to tell you when I've made a mistake. And I have made many in my life. And no one's perfect. No one. But I am asking that you share the same kind of love that you want to receive.
That's right. David, thank you. Have faith. Thank you, David.
It is. It is coming, David. It is. Again, we just don't know when.
And if I could find somehow to make this happen, I absolutely would do it. But I can't.
I was fixing to say, and we're going to try our best to find out and get to the bottom of it as soon as we can. Because I know y'all are hurting. We're hurting. And if you're not financially hurting, your heart is aching. I know. You're ready for this to be over with. That is the whole point. We have to hold each other up, that neither one of us, not one of us, falls from the grace of God. Because if one of us falls from the grace of God, then we're not doing our job. We're not doing our jobs as humanitarians. We're not doing our jobs as human beings. And we're definitely not doing our jobs as loving you and singing and practicing what we preach. Now,
if the other podcasters don't believe, Kay, about heaven, and that may not be true. Everyone has their own feeling of what the truth is when it comes to the Bible. Until they bring those Bibles out to each and every person in this world, not just United States, because it affects everyone, will you really know the truth? So let me ask you this. If it is true, the Bible we know of from the very beginning, you denied Jesus? And then on the other hand, if it's not true, was any damage done?
Yep.
No. There's no damage done. You've got to believe whatever you feel you believe. And that's why I don't want to divide this channel. I will never divide anybody.
And just always know that we're here for you. You have a support team, regardless. You know, like I said, the love that we have for y'all It's just indescribable. We wouldn't be here this morning if we didn't care.
That's right. Alyssa says, Tops, please come on as you are able. You and Lynn are a dynamic duo. Thank you.
Thank you, Melissa.
We try hard. I mean, we work hard. We really do. I mean, we were going through everything. And we didn't argue. We didn't fight. Did we get a little heated sometimes? Yeah, because we're frustrated, but not at each other.
Yeah, not at each other. I mean, you know, even the love I have for you, you know, I wouldn't be here if I didn't believe in what you were doing.
I know that.
You know, I wouldn't be here if I didn't think that you want to share the truth with we the people.
I know.
That's right, Gigi. We got to put them high-halls on, baby. And there's going to be
No,
a
I'm
day
not.
we're going to throw a party, and we're going to have our straw hats and our high-halls on, and we're going to be dancing. We are going to be dancing before the Lord. I promise you. But until that happens, we have to dig in and start believing in the truth and seeking it and demanding it.
I'm sorry, I missed something here. What? I'm flying by. Jenny Mac, would you accept Len speaking to my cousin, not on video? I don't know that he will go live. What do you mean, Jenny Mac? Oh, you mean on the phone? Oh, I do that for a lot of people. Stokes says, Jesus was just like us, just for more enlightenment on another dimension. We all will be there hopefully one day if you don't stay stuck. There you go.
There you go. There you
I
go.
believe all this information is to make us angry. You might be right.
You know, I think they want us to come out and let them know how we're feeling. Instead, we just sit back and we let things keep rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling like a wheel on a truck. And one day, like I've had, that wheel becomes flat. It blows out. Sorry, but that's where I'm at now. Now I'm limping on that rim. There is no more tire tread.
Definitely
It's time.
very concerned.
Yes. You're welcome, Janice.
That was sweet.
We've got to start speaking up. God,
look,
God,
Gloria just emailed Trump. Thank you.
Go, girl. We have got to let our voices be heard. God didn't give us a voice to be silent.
Not at all. That's a problem. Staying silent is what that person shouldn't be doing.
Let him know that you're angry that we haven't moved forward. Let him know that you're hurting. Let him know financially you're not making it. Let him know that you're struggling. Let him know that your family members are dying. Let him know you're losing members of your family because of this. This is supposed to be bringing us together, not separating us.
Right. And that's exactly what it's done.
You know, where's the light at the end of this tunnel? Because I'm still seeing darkness.
I'm starting to see more now than we were before.
Exactly. I know I know each and every one of you have got some of that oomph, that fighting fire in you. Let it out. It's time to let it out and let them know where you stand. Let me put it to you this way. If you don't say nothing, then you have no right to complain. If you don't get up there and share your voice and speak how you feel, you have no right to complain about anything or where we're at, because you're not speaking the truth. You're not telling them.
I wish I knew somebody in Venezuela. I'm going to see if I can locate someone there. All right, guys. Let's just stop for a moment. And our mics are going closed.
I've walked through fire, I've stood in the smoke, been counted out by the world I know. But heaven kept whispering, she's not done. So I rose again, scars shining like the sun. This ain't survival, this is sacred war. I bury the fear, I don't live there anymore. I hope hell shakes when I rise, 'cause I ain't just flesh, I'm fire inside. Forged in pain, redeemed by grace, a storm wrapped in a daughter's face. I'm a warrior, truth in my spine, a weapon of God in the heat of the fight. So let the darkness run and hide. Whole shakes when I rise. I'm not chasing silver, I'm not chasing gold. I just want peace for my family to hold. But if heaven rains blessing down on me, I'll turn it to rivers, set captives free. I give like I've lacked, I love like I bled, and I pray like the battle's already been said. I hope hell shakes when I rise, 'cause I ain't just flesh, I'm fire inside. Forged in pain, redeemed by grace, a storm wrapped in a daughter's face. I'm a warrior, truth in my spine, a weapon of God in the heat of the fight. So let the darkness run and hide. Hell shakes when I rise. No chains hold me, no shame owns me. I walk with the one who knows me. I stand for the one still crying, and speak for the one still trying. I'm not just surviving, I'm prophesying. The enemy lost when I kept on rising. I hope hell shakes when I rise. Oh, I hope 'Cause I was born for the fire, and I'm still alive.
You are a warrior, and let me explain what I just heard. Is as this was being played in the Bible, God says you cannot walk of two worlds. You're either in man's world or you're in my world. You cannot be in the middle on a fence. Why would the wicked leave such a statement in there for us? Because man is wicked and God is good. So you can't walk the fence. You have to choose. If the wicked really wanted that out, wouldn't they say you have to walk with man? I think so. I think so. And
Yep,
that's how I feel.
I agree.
I don't walk a picket fence.
Not going to.
And I know I've tiptoed around a lot because I didn't want to step on toes. And I still don't. I never want to hurt anybody. That's never my intentions. And I do cry a lot because I do get passionate about many things. And I wish, dear God, he would come out and say, be gone, and let them all just go away. And I pray for each and every one of you every single day. Because right now, if you don't trust and believe and have faith, you're going to fall. And Tops and I need you as much as you need us. We need you to be looking in places to see what actually is happening. And just keep praying that you can find it and you see it. And I love that everybody forwards something and says, Lynn, is this true? Because 99% of the time it's not. And I will tell you yes or no, or I don't know. And if I wasn't a true person, you wouldn't be able to email me. I wouldn't talk back with you. I wouldn't exchange letters back and forth. I have some people that call me. I am a true person. I'm not one of those that sit back and want to give you hopium. Because I don't want that done to me. And Tops is a wonderful person. And I'm glad that God put her into my life. And that we crossed paths. And there's no coincidences. He knew that I needed someone. And she's here. And we love her and we thank her for being in here. And for caring as much as I do. And for loving you. And for sticking around. Sometimes she has to go for a long while. And we have to understand that. But I pray that nothing offended any of you today. That was not our intentions. We're just passionate about getting the truth. They want a Q&A. Can we do that maybe Friday?
Sure. Let me check my schedule and I'll let you know. But as of right now, sure.
Okay, so Tap says we'll do a Q&A on Friday morning. Okay, we don't have time today. I'm running out of ticker. How about a Q&A Friday morning? Good?
Yeah, let me check my schedule and I'll let you know.
Okay. So right now she's going to check her schedule, but we're going to say we'll have her up here for Q&A. Okay, Taps, all right, you want to go ahead and close this out in prayer?
Sure, absolutely.
Guys, please stop the chat for prayer.
Heavenly Father, we come to you with burdened hearts. They're heavy, real heavy. I'm asking you to take the pain away, to ease each and every one of us, to guide us in your direction, to show us where the truth is. Let our voices be heard. Step in and carry us when we need you the most. Silence has been going on way too long. It's time for us to speak up. It's time for us to demand the truth. It's time for them that who's ever running this movie to stop and listen to what we have to say for a change. Father, I'm asking you, be our interference. Don't let this be unheard. Let this go to whomever it needs to go to, and let this move forward. Father, you're it. You're all we've got to rely on. So we're asking you, we're humbling ourselves before you. Please hear each and every one of our pleas, our cries. Heal those that need to be healed. Fix the financial issues that those that need money to pay for their bills or for whatever is going on in their life. Mend the families back. Stop the hurt. Stop the pain. Let them know you're still here with us. Let them know that they're loved. Let them know that there's forgiveness. Let them know that they've got somebody they can come to and cry and scream and yell and shout and praise and worship. Let them know that you've never left them. Let them know you're in the midst of all of this. Keep carrying us through it. Keep showing us to be a warrior. Keep teaching us how to fight. Not just for freedom, but for the truth. That's what we need, is the truth. Let it come out. Father, we thank you so much for this day. We thank you for each and every person in this podcast that's listening to this now and that will come to listen to it. Father, I pray that you will bless them today in some form or fashion, that we will start having more praise reports than not, that we will start hearing of more people being healed and financial burdens going away, and that families are reunited. That's what we need to be hearing, that we know that this is coming from you. Share the good news. It's what we need to be doing, sharing the good news. And you're it. Father, we thank you so much, and we ask that you go before us. Guide us, show us, teach us. Instill your love in us, that we can love others like you love us, unconditionally. Father, we thank you so much for this wonderful, blessed day. We thank you for Lynn, the mods, for anybody and everybody that's listening. Father, thank you for birthdays and anniversaries, things that we could celebrate because you give us life in. We're so grateful to have you in our life. And I pray for those that don't know you, that they will come to know you. Father, we love you. We thank you. And we give you all the glory. In your holy name, I pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. That was beautiful, Josh. Thank you.
I just don't want nobody leaving here today thinking that they're not loved, because they
Oh,
are.
absolutely. Absolutely.
You know, if I could reach through this, phone and the internet and give every one of y'all a hug,
Oh, I've
I
been
would.
doing that every day. That's why I don't like Zoom calls. They're so impersonal, and you get to meet some people on there that just absolutely you mesh with them. But technology has taken people apart, and
It is.
but
It
it was
is.
predicted years ago, and even before we were born. We too shall find our way through it.
God's going to guide us. He will.
Absolutely.
But we've got to be open for his guidance for it to happen.
Oh, that stuff. Yeah. Once you feel a tug, something's happening to you. I mean, I literally could.
Absolutely.
I felt like he was pulling on my shirt, going, "Listen." And I was like, just not paying attention. But when he pulled my shirt, it was just like, not literally, but I mean, you can feel something happening.
Right.
Oh, and a happy birthday to my husband for many, many years. His birthday is today. Today. Today's his birthday. So we're going to hopefully we'll be able to go to dinner tonight somewhere, even if it's McDonald's. Oh no, it won't be McDonald's. No. Well, hopefully we'll find some.
North either. Lynn,
What?
it's time for we to teach you how to cook.
I do cook, but he wants to go out somewhere. Maybe Arby's. Maybe.
No.
Why?
Because.
Okay, no Arby's. All right, no Arby's. But where? I don't know.
Really? Go eat
Where?
that GMO bioengineered garbage. Go ahead. And they ain't no telling what else might be in it.
Hey, Ghost loves it.
Well, we're going to leave on that note as a good note, because you know me. I love you guys. However, health matters.
That's right. It does. You're right. It does. All right. Thank you, Tops. And we'll see you and talk to you soon.
Happy birthday to everybody that's having a birthday this week.
Yes.
Anniversary. Whatever's going on in your life. Graduation. Whatever. Which we don't know who's graduating or why they would be graduating. But whatever. We never know. But I'm just saying, whatever important is in your life, treasure it. Treasure your family. Treasure your grandkids. Treasure your spouse.
That's right.
Treasure yourself. Love yourself.
Give yourself a big hug, because you deserve it.
Absolutely.
Look how far you've come. It's been a long, hard years lately. And for those that you don't realize, in some parts of the United States, we are headed for some very bad weather. So Prepare yourself. After this week, it is definitely coming. I told you winter was coming. They're skipping over fall in this region. So
whether if it's cold weather or hot weather bringing in the hurricanes, it's happening.
Yep.
But go out and just be a blessing to somebody, because you don't never know what that person may be going through. And you just don't realize what a smile can do. It could change a person's life in an instant.
Ghost, can you put in my email for Jenny Mac, please?
And Lynn, I will send you the links to the email so you can put it down in Telegram.
Okay.
And blow them up.
I will. I'll give them to them. Yes, blow them up, guys. Just take them and blow them up. Send them. Just blow them up. And you can even say you're from Simply Lynn. I don't care. I really don't care.
They need to know. We're tired of it. It's time to put this puppy to rest. Let it go to bed.
Yep, definitely. All right, my dear, we have to jump off here. My clicker is flashing, so All right. We will talk to you very soon, and I will be looking for the links that you want me to post tonight. I'll be more than
Sounds
happy
great.
to do that. All right.
Y'all,
Thank you, honey. We love
y'all
you.
have a blessed day, and I love each and every one of you.
Okay, honey. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That's right, Anne. Always say hello to an elderly. I do. All right, guys. We thank you for being here this morning, and we're glad you stuck around. I don't know where we're going to go from here, but I will be back up on Friday, and hopefully she'll come up for Q&A. She has the schedule open. If not, we'll figure out something. I'll have something figured out and planned. But don't get discouraged, because we're going to figure this out. I'm not a quitter. I just may have to take some time off here and there to figure out, do I need to do a road trip to find out something or whatever, but we'll figure it out. Go out, enjoy the day, whether the sun is shining or it's raining, because the weather is going to get bad. Some of you are going to get scorching hot, and the rest of us is going to get really cold, and a lot of us are going to get tons of snow. So enjoy it now while you can. But we'll see you back on Friday. We love you. God bless you. And you know, you are our family. We'll see you on Friday morning. And I hope and I pray that you have love, laughter, and joy in your life. Don't live this. Just breathe. We love you. Bye-bye, everybody.